Aaron, how do you kind of wrap your head around what happened this afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a real tough day. They jumped out to a lead on us early and, obviously kept adding on and, just a bad day for us. And, we gotta get over it quickly.
Are you concerned now with the position your team is in heading into tomorrow?
Mike, I mean, I guess it's fair to when asked anytime that I'm concerned, I'm always concerned about our club, but do I expect us to come out and play well and win a ball game tomorrow? Absolutely. And we've been down this road before where, we've taken it on the chin or, had a tough one, and there won't be any flinch. We'll come out ready to go tomorrow and expect to get a W.
Who will be your starting pitcher tomorrow?
We'll talk about that here and get that to you shortly, but we'll make sure we're how we want it to go.
Next to Brian Hoke.
Aaron, why do you think Montgomery just didn't have it today?
I mean, obviously, he gets the 2 outs in that first inning, after, losing a Rosarena, the walk to lead off. Joey picks him up with a big time play out and left on a line drive. And then Lau got to like a ball in there and was able to drive it out. So obviously a tough first inning, and then Lau gets him again on a changeup up above the strike zone. I don't know, just, I thought he did some things within the outing where he really executed. But that creating the traffic and then giving up, the long ball with runners on obviously is a tough way.
I'm sorry. Next question goes to Matthew Robertson.
Aaron, obviously Tampa Bay has a really good team, won 100 games, but in your estimation, what is it about their pitching specifically that has been so difficult for you guys to handle this year?
Well, I mean, they're one of the best pitching staffs in the league. So, they have a lot of versatility, a lot of different looks they can give you. Hopefully we can go out and do some damage against it tomorrow.
And are you at all worried about like a mental block now with the team with facing Tampa Bay or Tampa Bay pitching?
No, we're coming off the last series where we've won the last couple series. So no, we just need to play better, obviously, than we did today. And we'll, shake this one off and come with that expectation tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep.
Randy Miller, please unmute.
Aaron, the fans had a big problem with Glaber not running out that strikeout there in the 7th inning. I know you've had to sit him down in the past. What was your take on that? Did you think he didn't realize it got away from the catcher as far as it did, or what was your take there?
Well, first off, you got to run. I mean, that's the answer. He felt bad about it. I think what happened with him was, with first base being occupied, his first reaction was, you don't go, but obviously with 2 outs, that's different. So he kind of caught himself, a third of the way down the line, like, oh crap, I got to go. But it's something you got to know and be on top of it. But it's something he also feels terrible about. And we got to learn from.
Did you think about pulling him there?
No. Just in our situation, if I was going to have to go to a position player to there, I needed to keep my bench where I was going to be able to bring somebody in case I had to go that route there.
Who's been your position player that you were thinking
of? Riz was ready to go.
Christy, you have the next question.
Michael King tomorrow?
I didn't hear that.
Can't make you out.
Do you think you would have Michael King tomorrow?
Michael King?
For tomorrow.
No. I don't expect Michael to be available. I was really hoping to stay away from him today. Obviously, we got up against it pretty good and just had to make a decision on, you can imagine a handful of guys we didn't want to use in today's situation. Michael was one of those guys, but He ended up, with a gutsy effort there after, his workload here the last few days. So probably wouldn't expect him to be in play tomorrow.
You are down the man in the bullpen already. Will you have to make a move?
We can't make you out, Chris.
Say it again.
You were already down a man in the bullpen with the move for Velasquez. Will you have to make one for tomorrow?
I don't think so. We'll go in and talk about it. We should be in pretty good shape tomorrow with, some of our guys, all of our high leverage guys that can give us some length, but it's something we'll sit down and talk about and see if we need to consider making a move.
Go next to Brendan Cuddy.
Aaron, you guys are guaranteed a game 163 if it gets that far. Do you guys look at tomorrow as an absolute must win?
We look at it as a really important game, and we gotta go take it. I don't know, absolute must win. Like the last one's the absolute must win. Tomorrow we got to come out and play well and take it and punch our ticket, and that's how we got to look at it.
Dave Lennon, please unmute.
Hey, Aaron, I know you said you have to discuss the pitching things for tomorrow. Is Cole still in the mix in that discussion?
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll go sit down in there and make sure. I have a way I'm thinking, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Aaron, thanks for the time. Marie, who has the first question? Meredith, go ahead.
Jordan, why do you think you struggled this afternoon?
Just couldn't throw strikes. Got behind some counts and didn't execute many pitches.
Just to have an outing like this at this point in time in the year, how much does that weigh on you?
Nobody's perfect. They're bound to happen. Out of 30 starts, just sucks. Wanted to give our guys a better outing.
Lau in particular, what makes him such a tough out?
Usually I do pretty well against lefties, but he got to one of my fastballs that first one, and then just left a changeup up. He was able to pull it.
Other questions for Jordan? Greg Joyce, go ahead.
Jordan, you're only giving up 2 homers to lefties all year. Does that make it all the more surprising when Lau gets 2 today?
Yeah. Just kind of pride myself on getting lefties out. But Lau's a good hitter and put 2 good swings on him. So just got to be better next time.
Bob Clappish, please unmute.
Jordan, I'm curious what kind of bullpen you had today. If you had any sense that there was going to be a struggle this afternoon.
Might have had too good of a bullpen. I'm not gonna laugh right now, but the bullpen doesn't matter. Really, that's just trying to get my body loose. We've got to be able to make the adjustment out in the field.
Go next to Matthew Robertson.
Jordan, that was your 6th start of the year against the Rays. Did you feel like they were doing anything differently this time around to kind of jump on you, or was it just kind of a lack of execution problem?
Lack of execution. And they're a good hitting team. They put up a lot of good swings on everyone that pitched today. So I think they just came ready to play.
Was your game plan significantly different at all compared to the first 5 times you faced them this year?
Maybe a little bit. When you face guys that much, you kind of got to mix it up. But I just executed poorly.
Thank you.
Is there a last one for Monty? Jordan, thank you for the time.
What's the team's mindset going into Sunday's game here?
We got to win. It's as simple as that. The same mindset coming into yesterday and coming into today. And obviously, here we are going into game 162, not knowing what the future looks like. So we obviously can still control our own destiny in a way. So Just important to obviously show up and play a little better than we did today. We got embarrassed today, and that's obviously not a good feeling. And obviously, against one of our biggest rivals, and a really good team over there, but a team that, if we're going to make the playoffs and ultimately get to where we want to go, a team that we're going to have to beat and go through. So just disappointed in the way we played today, and hopefully tomorrow will be better.
Why do you think that that happened today?
They obviously just jumped out to an early lead, the 3 runs in the first, and obviously, they were able to, that's obviously something that, is not ideal, but it's not something we haven't been able to overcome before or come back from. It's not insurmountable. So, I think they just got up early and continued to add on, and we had some situations where we, I think Joey with a base hit and then Gio with a triple, and I was up with a guy on third and 1 out, and popped up to the infield, and that was a chance we had to, one of the few chances we had to kind of claw back into the game, and they were able to extend, and again, we're playing a really good team, and we just got beat today in all facets.
Go next to Meredith Morakovitz.
Right. Yeah. Obviously had an opportunity to seal the deal this afternoon. Now, you had already mentioned going into tomorrow. Just how uneasy a feeling is it not knowing what your fate potentially is in the final game of the season?
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's nice knowing that we do still have a chance. With the way that the season has gone, it kind of makes sense that it would come down to the very last day. That seems about right with the way that the season's gone. So, hopefully, like I said, we play good base in a way we still can control our own destiny moving forward. And obviously, if we play the way we played today, we're not going to have a whole lot of baseball left. So we just got to be better and, try and, learn from a little bit, but mostly forget about today. And, bring a lot of energy tomorrow and obviously treat it like it's the last game of the season.
Was anything said in the clubhouse after the game?
I think that's something we'll keep between those walls. But, at this point, there's really not a whole lot to say. I think everybody knows what we need to do. It's just a matter of, each and every one of us, starting with myself, showing up and doing their job.
Go next to Pete Caldera.
That was the question I was going to ask. But is it helpful though to remind the team that this is still the same team that went into Boston and swept and then went into Toronto and won that series too?
Well, yeah. We obviously, we've endured a pretty what I feel like is the toughest schedule in the league every year. But recently, we've had a tough schedule, and obviously the road trip we played really, really well against. Teams that we obviously are neck and neck in the standings with. So, I still love the group of guys that we have and love, our chances moving forward. And we've got a very, very, very talented group. And obviously over the course of the season, over the long haul, we haven't played up to the expectations we have for ourselves. But, as bad as today hurts, we're not far removed from playing some really, really good baseball against some really good teams. So, like I said, just try to get over it and come back tomorrow with a good attitude and win a game.
Max Goodman, you have the next question.
Hey, Brett, just to add on to that, you've been on a lot of teams with the Yankees that have made postseason runs. What is it about this group that makes you believe you guys have what it takes to go on a run here?
Well, I think we've shown it at times over the course of the season, how good we can be for extended stretches. And we've also shown how inconsistent we can be and how frustrating the game goes sometimes. So, obviously the last week or so, the road trip, most recently, the way we're playing, obviously, I feel like we can play with any team in the league when we're playing like that. So it's just a matter of us. It's just a matter of us collectively playing up to our ability. And, that needs to start consistently tomorrow.
Go next to Christy Ackert.
Brett, we're at game 162 here. You've been talking about inconsistency all season long. Is there any idea of why this team has yet to find some consistency? And how do you deal with that going into the last game?
I really don't have any good ideas. If I did, you know, I don't know that we would necessarily be in this spot. I would like to think we would have been a little more consistent. I definitely don't have the answers. You know, we've obviously been searching for that all year, and obviously when I know, you know, especially being a part of it, it's definitely frustrating. But you know, we just have to continue to show up every day with a positive attitude and try and play our best game. And you know, I think that I expect us to do that tomorrow.
Is there a last one for Gardy before we let him go?
Thank you.